Hi, it's David here with Futures Trading. Want to go over some stocks and, of course, look at the Forex pairs. We're going to look at the NQ too, also. We're going to definitely do that. Just want to read this really quickly here because I love the dictionary. Again, I love to play chess. So I'm all about informing people. Okay, that's really important too. Definitely, if you're coming into this field, new trader, I want you to know some stuff, new trader, because it's some stuff that goes on in this field, and I want to make you aware of it. So I got some aspects and skills down here that you can acquire. Again, some of them not popular. They get some views, but they're not popular because it's just not. But it's meant to help you. That's the whole part. You can talk about your health, algorithmics, trading, and all of that, and how it affects the public. So, want to just again put information out that can help you. But yes, I am the chart scale pioneer. I am the first one you'll ever see online use the chart scale to gauge markets and do it in a very simple way. And again, I gave you this information. You can find that information right here in the trading guide, or because I made a must watch list, you can find that information right there. Okay, so I've released that 2 months ago, and again, this is all publicly and dated. So it's made for the public. I gave it to you. Want you to know where the market can turn at, and so the chart scale. I am the pioneer of that approach. You will not see nobody online doing it. I'm the first one that has come about to show you that information. Now, it's because I am a professional at what I do. All right, so I know how to use my tools. You'll never get someone to come to your house to perform any kind of work, carpenter, plumber, whatever, the pool guy, whatever. You'll never get them to come and they don't know how to use their tools. So when you give me a chart, I spent years and a lot of money to learn how to use my tools. All right, so the term also describes the standards of education and training that prepare members of the profession with the particular knowledge and skills necessary to perform the specific roles within that profession. All right. So I have knowledge and skills about what it is that I have, and that's my chart. All right. In addition, most professionals are not subject to strict codes. Most professionals I'm sorry, are subject to strict codes of conduct. All right. So they are subject to strict codes of conduct enshrining. Now, if you don't know what that word mean, I got it here for you. Preserving right tradition, idea in the form of that ensures it will be protected and respected. All right. Yeah, okay, rigorous ethical and moral obligation. Now, this is something that this field lacks. I want to tell the new trader, this is something that this field lacks a lot of people. And I said it here on here. Every well-respected field, such as medical, law, science, extension, has standards of professionalism associated with it. Anyone with a brokerage account and computer claim leadership with no honesty and deemed a source of esteem. So I want to let you know there's not a lot of honesty in this field. It's not, the people that's selling you education, vendors, and even some of your social circles here is trying to be leaders in this field. And so, if everybody's teaching, then who's the pupil? Who's going to learn if everybody's the leader? All right, so that's not how it all works. So you got to first be honest. There's a level of moral and ethical obligation that needs to be attached to this trading field. Professional standards of practice and ethics for a particular field are typically agreed upon and maintained through widely recognized professional association. Now, I want you to pay attention to this one right here. A professional association is a group that usually seeks to further a particular profession, the interests of individuals and organizations engaged in that profession. Now, I don't get hardly no support on on TikTok or YouTube for that matter. There's a lot of people that are coming, of course, view my content, but they won't hit the like button. Now, again, I have subscribers. I'm not talking about having subscribers and followers. I'm talking about the people that don't mind hitting that like button. Here, there's a lot of people that will look at my videos, well over 230 people almost every time, but I only get like 3 likes, 4 likes. Now I got followers and I got some, subscribers, but I'm not seeing no one willing to like the content. And I'm drawing up my charts, trying to educate you, trying to give you information that's beyond the scope of just making money. It's bigger than that. Definitely if you want to be a professional, it's bigger than that. I can assure you it's way bigger than that. Any field, any medical field or law for that matter, you will not see them guys or even scientists. You're not going to see them disrespecting one another. That's number one. You won't see them disrespecting one another. They support one another. All right. And that's what that, and we're going to get into the stocks and the Forex and the NQ. We're going to take a look at all that. But I want to definitely express this for the new trader so he'll know. All right. So they'll support one another because it's a professional association, is a group that usually seeks to further a particular profession. So they work as a whole to further it, to get it ahead. It's like a fraternity. The interests of individuals and organizations engaged in that profession. Okay, so I don't want you to get it confused. If you're the new trader coming on board, I want you to understand what it is to actually be a professional. In order to be a professional, to do something professionally, we ain't talking about your YouTube personalities and your little personal groups on Discord. No, I'm talking about you have a business credential, you're getting paid thousands for what you know. That's when you're the professional. When you have respect for other people in your field, that's when you're a professional. When you respect other people and try to support them in your field, that's when you're a professional. I just want to make clarity on that. So now let's get into it. So here's Apple. Here's Apple. Now I'm not going to be before you long, really quickly here. I told you guys yesterday that this price level, I think that they can get through it. Now, I hope that they don't. For the sake of those that want to be long, just want to give you this information. I told you I don't like what's here. You can go back and watch the video from yesterday. It was this one right here. You can go back and watch that. And we're going to talk about what I said in NQ2, but you can go back and watch that, and you'll see that I had referenced Apple, but they had managed to turn it. What? Didn't mean to do that. They had managed to turn it around right after blowing that bottom. They managed to turn it around, and so they coming back this way. Now and I really hope that I'm wrong, and that you guys can get that long, because on the higher time frame it is up. But again, I don't do top down analysis. I told you that yesterday. I think that's foolishness. All right, so don't believe in that, because every turn in the market starts with one tick. All right, just one tick. So you can go with a one tick chart, and I guarantee you that one tick chart is going to lead the higher time frame in that direction. So I don't believe in that, but that's that turn there. I told you I'm that guy that targets stuff like that. Just yesterday they managed to pop right back up. I do believe that trend distance is still there, but if they clip this, you still got that no close level here, and hopefully they'll turn right back around and take off and give you the trend distance. So in all actuality, if they plan on getting here, if they come down lower, that's just going to help you stop right there and go in and try to take out that trend distance. All right, so I want you to be able to see that. I don't want you to get trapped into that. So now let's go with gold. All right, so gold price was right here on this red bar. They was roughly at the center of the chart, and I did say in the first video that I shot about this information here. Let's see, it was yeah, so it was here. I told you that they may be setting that trap like this one. They may be setting that kind of trap. I did say that, and you can tell by you can tell by where they was at yesterday. They was headed right back to the center of the chart. Again, I'm the only person online you'll ever see. Okay, utilize that chart scale as indication of where price will essentially go. And I even framed it out on that alert when price was here. I framed it out where price could go, and of course they ran into. And this is the first. If this is the first time you watching this video, I told you they can come here and then go ahead and make the trend distance, because that was your trend right there, and they ran up there and made it. Okay, so now let's look at natural gas. Kind of the same thing. Again, in that video, I said you got to fight on your hands, and that was in this video. I said you got to fight on your hands, and of course, I came back on yesterday and tried to, of course, give you a little bit more information here. Not so much here, because I just wanted to upload it to TikTok, kind of let you guys know where it was at. And so I said you got to fight on your hands, and I told you yesterday when price was on when price was on this red bar. Okay, now let's go and scroll that back over so you can see. All right, so price was on that red bar right there, and I told you now this is a problem, because already they had the no close bar right here, and they ran up there and ran up there and then got rejected again. And I told you that this bar is mid, it's falling below this bar, and that's kind of that scenario. Even though I guess the distance here is pretty much the same, but I told you that they're still down, and I even said it that they're still down. And I know they made the trend, the trend up, and I even gave you an expected distance should they want to make it, but they got close and just didn't want to make it. Now they turned it around and they came back down. So I want you to be able to see that. Now here's your New Zealand USD, kind of the same scenario here. All right, so price was on the green bar. It was on the green bar, but it was like right there, right at the center of the chart. You can go back in the video and take a look. Right at the center of the chart, and as you can clearly see, I already had these boxes there ever since price was there on that red bar. And I told you, that they were still down, but I gave you a distance for the trend should they wanted to push up. But I did tell you had some stuff over here to the left they probably wouldn't even get past. And so they managed to turn it around. Now, let's take a look at because I looked at some other stuff too yesterday, and I told you here, and I tried to type in here what I said so you'll know, because I like to, be honest about what it is that I tell people. All right, for the most part, I do my best to tell you the truth just like it is. All right, okay, and as most people say, like the Lord love it. All right, so I try to give it to you straight, because I need the truth. I need the truth. I need it. in my life. I need it. I need truth. All right. And most people don't want it. I do. So, and I don't care if it's good or bad. Just tell it to me. Okay. So price was right here, headed right up to the center of the chart. Now I covered this on the 17th. I mean on the 16th when price was over here. And I told you in yesterday's video, I said they still down. And so that is, they still down, even though they had the uptrend. I did say it in yesterday's video. I said they're still down. So now, and that's the benefit of, like I said, hey, being a professional. I can see the uptrend, the thing I'm teaching you, and still tell you that it's still down. All right. So now let's go with the Halsey. I think I said something. Yeah, I said something about this one too. Yeah, this one was funny because it was on the green bar, and the first thing I said, this one can still move. This one can still move again, and that's exactly what I said. There's nothing in this that I see here, and I was looking at this move, and then I started counting. And so then I counted the trend. I said, oh, they got a trend. Oh, I said, oh, that's interesting. And I even, said that was interesting. I knew they were still beneath the center of the chart. Halfway point of the chart, they might reach up a bit higher and turn back around. So there you go. I said that there. Now, I don't think I even touched on this one. No, I ain't touched on that. Okay, it was this one. I touched on this one right here. Price, and again, this since yesterday, when price was on that green bar, just kind of pushing up. It wasn't totally green, but it was at the center of the chart. They are still down. That's it. That's what I said. They're still down. Now, if you're looking at all this information, it's because I actually had covered this when they were over here, and they're still in a downtrend. Then I came back and I actually thought just maybe, and I even said in this video on the 27th that they may hit a wall right here. They're at the center of the chart clearly, but I was just hoping that they can get up there because I had wanted new highs. I actually wanted new highs when they was over there, and they just didn't want to do it. And so yeah, when I covered it that time here, price was there, and then of course they fell off the center of the chart, played the lower half of the chart, and moved again. Again, using the chart scale. I am the pioneer of this. You will not see nobody online using it unless they was taught by me, unless they were taught by me in some capacity. I guarantee you. All right, so now, what was this one? It was another one. We covered that one. Okay, I think it was this one. All right, so here, this was a funny one. Yesterday, I said this. All right, so that bar was not red. I have you know that. It was green. You can go back and look at the video from yesterday. And price was there. They got a little more to go, just a little more to go, or they may lean back now unless they're going to come down on this bar. You might see some speed. Well, they came down on that bar. They came down on that bar, and again, that was green. It wasn't red at all. If they can go up a bit more, they may come down a hour after that back under here. So this is where it kind of got a little muddy for me because I was pointing right here. And they got there, okay, they got there, but they didn't want to proceed any further. All right, so they didn't want to lean back over. So kind of right, but at the same time wrong. It's okay because in order to be wrong, well, in order to be honest, you got to be wrong, because that's the only way somebody would know that you're an honest person. You got to be wrong and then tell somebody you're wrong. So most people don't like to be honest because they don't want to be wrong, and that's the problem. So you got to be wrong in order to be an honest person. I don't know if people get that, but in order to be an honest person, you need to be wrong. I'll leave that for another topic. So a lot of people don't get it. They don't get it, but I do. And so it's okay to be wrong because I want to be honest. All right. So here's me being wrong again. All right. So the minute of reversal, I was saying, hey, here go the minute of reversal. They should clean this out. They should. And I told you about the overlap of the bars, the mid going into the other bar. There's overlapping. And but yeah, I said, notice the difference on the run up this time. So on the turnaround, I want you to notice this. Now, this is something I can be right about. When they're ready to go, this won't be there. All right, that overlapping of the mid. Because remember, Trend and Chop, I released that video trying to tell you guys the free stuff that can get you where you want to go. Because again, I care about your results. I don't care if you want to support me or not. I actually care about your results, despite what you do. It doesn't matter what you do, is what I do that makes my character. All right, so you could tell the difference here that they were willing to go because the mid is not touching the well, the mid is above the high. Okay, the mid is above the high. The mid is above the high. They can go. All right, so they managed to turn around. So that's what you have. I just wanted to come back and then the NQ. Let me do the NQ real quick. All right, so NQ, that daily, still struggling with that bar. I told you yesterday, hopefully that they will go ahead and get up and go because they got above that 860 that I called out on Friday. So on yesterday, I told you they came back right at 4 o'clock after kidnapping everybody all day long beneath that 860. All right, so that 860, I called that out on the 28th on Friday in the video here. If you want to take a look, I'll show it to you one more time. if you want to take a look on Friday's video when I shot the video about the momentum, all right, so being able to get in and out of trades without blowing out, all right, so how to do that, you'll see me take the trades. No sooner I take trades is positive, net positive, and then no sooner I get out, it would have ran against me. I told them about 860 on Friday. I told them that price is important. So if you want to take a look, you're more than welcome. So now let's go back and take a look here. And so they managed to get back up there by 4 o'clock. All right, so by let's see, let's go back to where we were. By 4 o'clock on yesterday, they managed to get right above that price. They managed to get right above that price, and that's when I shot the video and price was here. Now that video was different than the other, so that was in this one. All right, so that was in this one when I came back and gave that alert, and they managed to get right there. And then, of course, they said that overnight range, kind of like right between the open of the daily bar and that price level. They kind of set that overnight range right there, and then ran away from it. And then, of course, this is what they did this morning. So all the red and green bars are stop placement. So if you're wondering what the red and green bars is, the NC is the no close above or the no close beneath if you're going up, no close beneath, no close above if you're going down. All right, so red and green bars, you can take a look at that, and maybe you would have seen potentially where you could have got in at, get in and out at. So now let's take a look at that hourly. Hourly, I kind of just drew you some boxes here. Again, here's here's 6 bars, and there's the 7th one over here. There's that trend. Okay, here's that trend. Here's the trend distance. And I kind of threw it up here. And if they want to be fancy, they can roll from right here. They can if they want to, but hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully that's not the case, and they'll just go up. Hopefully that's not the case, but they do have a trend now. They do. And I gave you some boxes for when, of course, they pushed up, but on the way down, let's look at on the way down. 795, 885, 785 is first zone. 85 to 75 is the second zone. They went right into the first zone, turned around, popped up, came into this zone up here from 15 to 25, and then from 25 to 35, they played it and then came out of that and then fell down. They came down here close to the 55, at 755, turned around and gave you a pop up, but then, of course, turned around because they went outside the zone at that point. They went outside the zone by a ticket. So then turned around and then they came back and blew through that zone. Now, this price level here at 725 is a price level I gave that price level in these videos. All right, so let's go down here. It was in these videos. Now, of course, I didn't get as much participation on TikTok. You guys didn't want to learn anything other than how to make money. But there's it was somewhere your health, and yeah, it was in that. It was in the algorithmic one. It was in all of that. You guys didn't want to pay no mind to any of that, and I totally get it. Just want to make money. I understand. But I gave that price level when price was right here pushing down. So all that support being resistance, this wasn't even there. So I don't get that understanding of the markets. Again, that's not how the markets are in my eyes. At least when prices long before they get to moving. This is when they push down. This is when they push down. I put that price level there, and so they, of course, they ran down there, and they back up away from it. So hopefully they'll stay up. And again, I'm going to be taking a hiatus. Let me say this. I'll be taking a hiatus from YouTube and TikTok, man. I wish you guys the best. I put the information online so you guys can, of course, just benefit from it. So, to all my subscribers and followers, if you all need me in any capacity, just leave a message on any one of the videos, and I'll be sure to respond. I'm not far away. Again, all of my information is under every video, my contact information, as well as you can message me here. So just leave me some kind of message if you need me in any capacity. Take a look at a chart with you. Maybe to just take a peek at something. You might want to look at some of these stocks, or give me one that you want to look at, because I just put just a few of them in here. I'm not a stock trader nor a Forex trader. I'm a futures trader. But if you need me in any capacity, all you would have to do is just leave me a message on the on the board there, on the channel, on any one of the videos. It don't even matter. And as the same with TikTok, just leave me a message. I'll be sure to respond. But I'm going to do what professionals do. All right. So I wish you all the best with your trading. Take care.